Welcome to the Leadership Spark podcast, where we equip you to be the great leader your people deserve. This is Corey, and today I want to talk about 3 words that every leader needs to learn how to say. It's actually 4 words, but roll with me. Roll with it here. It's 3 words. And those 3 words are this: I don't know. Every leader needs to learn to say the words, I don't know. Now, I know that there's a pressure, there's a weight, there's the imposter syndrome, there's unintended or really undeserved expectations that we have on ourselves as a leader to be able to answer every question, to be able to know how to respond in a situation, to know the wise thing to do or the right thing to do or the strategic thing to do or the thing that will move the business forward. And we feel this pressure to have to answer every question. And if we can't do that, then it's a sign of weakness. And a sign of weakness means a negative thing for us as leaders. And so I want to say that is not true. I get that you feel it, and I feel it too. I really feel the pressure that I need to know the answer to everything. But I also know that it is not possible for me to know everything. That the domains that I'm responsible for, the speed at which things change internally and externally, make it almost impossible for one single person to be the person who has an answer for everything. And so we need to learn to say the words, I don't know. Now, one thing that I don't know requires is humility. And we've talked about that a lot on this podcast, is that humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. And so when you say, I don't know, you're really thinking less about coming across with not knowing what to do, or you're incompetent at your job, or the imposter syndrome takes over. And so it takes humility. It takes an understanding that, you know what, I really don't know the answer to this, and I'm either willing to do the work to go find it out, or I'm going to empower other people around me to be able to harness the brilliance in the room so that smarter people than me, or people who are experts in a particular field, can answer that question for someone. And so it takes humility to say, I don't know. But the one thing that you get when you say, I don't know, is you often get a better idea, or you often empower someone else around you to bring their expertise to the conversation, and it brings them to life, and they're able to solve the problem at a different level than you could. And at the end of the day, when that happens, you as a leader win. Everybody wins. And so I want to encourage you to add these words to your vocabulary, that you would learn to say, I don't know, and you would feel the freedom and you would feel the grace when you're in a situation where you are asked about something, or there's something that comes up and you don't know the answer to it, or you don't know the best decision to make, that you would have the humility to say that, and you would have the courage to invite other people around you into that conversation. And if the best idea wins, then everybody wins. And you as the leader don't have to have the best idea every time. In fact, you shouldn't, and you don't. And so the go and do is that. The go and do is learn to say those words, say, I don't know, more often. And you'll see the power that brings to the conversation, to your team. And ultimately, the best idea wins. And when the best idea wins, you as a leader, you win.